The digital revolution is permanently changing consumer behavior, and with it, the supply position of retailers and service providers in our towns and cities. More than half of all Christmas presents in Europe will be purchased on the internet in 2012, money that is not being spent elsewhere in the retail sectors, hence the tills are down in the retail trade. Almost 30 billion euros of turnover are generated over the internet in Germany alone. The sector has been enjoying two-figure growth rates year after year for 10 years now. That is not much use, though, to the retailers in our city. The proof lies in the current figures. Even in Germany, real retail trade sales fell below those of 1994. The unpleasant truth is that for 19 years, there has not been any growth in real retail trade sales. One thing that is now more noticeable than ever, before making a purchase decision, we search the internet for the best deals. At the same time, however, local retailers, who in terms of price and also from the point of view of customer service, could have offered their customers better value for money. However, the current search engines will not find those deals. If it's not on the internet, it does not seem to exist. Transformations in the retail trade are nothing new. The corner shop was superseded by supermarkets in the 60s and 70s. The purchasing power from the supermarkets shifted to the shopping centers, which were comparatively even more attractive to customers, also fulfilling consumers' leisure requirements, in addition to the almost unlimited range of goods. Specialist hardware dealers were replaced by the large DIY chains. Incidentally, an old law of nature is apparent here. Big fish eat little fish. The small retailer is becoming the victim of a development which in the long term impoverishes our town and city centers with regard to the diversity of supply and therefore the attractiveness of the location. The question that now arises for the retail trade is, where do we go from here? Are retailers' prospects really hopeless against big business? Against the internet? Why don't consumers do what they should? Why do people enjoy buying online so much? How is it that an ever-widening gap is opening up between personal consumer spending and the percentage of retail trade sales? For what reason do consumers walk past an obviously good offer in a shop window, all in spite of the fact that 64% of consumers do not want to lose the pleasure of shopping, all in spite of the fact that 61% of all German citizens currently state that they are more concerned with quality than with price? The correct answer does not lie in for and against, but as ever, right in the middle. The internet should not be seen as the retailers and service providers' enemy, but their opportunity. The answer to the challenges of the future? Flexkom. Flexkom will completely transform our approach to daily shopping, the way of addressing the customer, and everything connected with purchase of everyday goods. Flexkom takes the form of a global mega mall in which every individual has financial advantages, both the retail trade and final customers. This is not about a money-making scheme, but a conclusive functional model that offers tremendous advantages for all those involved. All too often, there is talk of a win-win situation. Flexkom is one. Based on the fundamental concept that it is only those consumers who actually physically come into the shop who become customers, the retail trade